Yo, we back at it again with the tutorial on a high burst fade. Check it out, y'all. First off, I'm not gonna lie, this is my first time filming an actual haircut tutorial, and I learned a lot about myself. Like, I'm not good at recording. But what y'all are missing out on is me putting in the bald line using the trimmers, Babyliss FX, the gold trimmers real quick. And now I'm gonna follow that up with the shaver. Notice that I use the corners only as I go through the top, get close to where that trimmer line is at. And then once I feel like that's blended out, I'll use a little bit more force and a little bit more of the actual shaver to bald out the bottom. Alright, so we're moving into our first guideline, and I'm going to use the half attack here. Basically, I'm using the half guard at the almost closed position. So close it all the way, then open it up just a tad bit. This is going to just help you go a little faster. Clippers will cut a little more efficiently when they're at the closed position. And it just makes it, a little bit of a smoother blend for me at least. But yeah, check it out. Alright, now I'm going to follow up with my secondary guideline. This is also going to help me debulk. I'm using the 1.5 guard at the closed position, just taking some of that bulk off the top. Alright, once that's done, we're going to go ahead and blend out that first guideline using our clipper no guard. Right now you see me using it at the almost all the way open position. It's about 3/4 open. And basically I'm getting pretty close to that top line I set with the half guard, and just kind of blending out, getting as close as I can without passing that line. Alright, as I work my way down to blend that bottom line we set with the balder, I'm going to go ahead and take my lever and close it up little by little right here. I'm about the halfway position. You're going to see me that I'm using a brush to brush down all the extra hairs. I do suggest if you do use a brush, that you have a brush that can be sanitized, especially if you're using it on multiple people. Also notice how I'm moving my clipper in different angles. It's kind of necessary when you do these cuts, but regardless, just take a look at the hair growth pattern, the person you're cutting, and make sure that you're using your clipper against that pattern. Again, I do apologize for the angles. I notice my arm is in the way a lot, but you'll see that I keep taking that lever closer and closer to the closed position as I get closer to the bottom line. Also notice that I'm moving it around a little bit up and down. That's called lever play. If I get closer to the top line, I'll open it up, meaning that the blade has a bigger space or it'll cut less. And then when I close it up, the actual blade will close up as well and it'll cut a lot shorter. Alright, and we are now at the point where our lever is completely closed. We are just nicking away at that very bottom line, trying to see if we can get a nice smooth transition. Now if this does not do it for you, you can always go back with the trimmers and kind of just corner work it until it blends out. All right, and we are past the first guideline. Now what we're doing is we're actually setting up another guideline just a little higher using the one guard open, and then you're gonna see me follow this up with the one guard closed, which we will then blend out with the half guard. When you go in with the one guard closed, like you see me right here, you want to make sure you don't take it all the way up to where that one guard open was at. You're really trying to work at that line underneath. It's not going to take it all the way out, but you're trying to just get it to blend a little bit more. And then, like I said, we'll follow up with the half guard in a bit. So we are in with the half guard. Basically, we're gonna do the same thing we did with the no guard and blend this guideline down. Gonna work from that top where we finished off with the one closed and take it down to where that line is just blended out. And be closing it little by little as we come lower and lower. And yeah, I'm just gonna let y'all check it out. Kick back to the beat. And here I'm doing something very specific to this canvas, to this hair texture. I'm using the number 2 guard at the almost closed position to debulk just the front part because his hair is just a lot lighter up in the front. And then I'll use the 1.5 to bulk out the rest. You'll see that happen in a bit. gonna want to do the same thing with this 1.5 guard. Blend from the top to the bottom, from the open to the closed position as you get lower and lower into the guideline. For any touch-up work, you're going to want to go to the guard lower to the one you were just using. For example, I was using the 1.5, now you see me using the 1. I'm just going to do some touch-up work, make sure that the bottom blends in with the top. It's a nice transition. This side is now blended and we move on to the edge up. Now my man here does not like to get lined up, but I convinced him to just let me clean it up a little bit, make it look sharp, see how it comes out. And that is the cut, y'all. High burst fade. Appreciate y'all watching. Hope y'all picked up some nuggets. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.